So USC didn't have a direct role with Watson. No other institution did. We were part of research that was done in the year 2000 to 2005 that was funded in the country by the US government. And then IBM took that knowledge and built Watson. And 2 years ago, they told all of us about this, and they asked us to join in to sort of create a community of interest around Watson. So now we're working with IBM and with others to build the successor to Watson, a new program that does deeper reasoning and inference and intelligent sort of question answering. And the system is called Racr.
Why Racr?
It stands for reading and contextual reasoning. So now we do not only the question answering, but we read, and then we try to make the computer remember what it reads, and then reason with that knowledge to answer more and more complex questions.
And there are a couple different features that Watson lacks that have kind of shown up a little bit in tonight's episode and the night before. One is betting. He doesn't seem to make very good bets, and another is that he cannot hear, so to speak. He can only really I guess understand data in a certain way. Is Racr going to be different in that way at all? Or?
Speech understanding, hearing is not so important for us at this point, because that's more or less a solved problem to some degree. I mean, you can speak to United Airlines and you can speak to some other companies through the phone and they can understand you. What's much more difficult is, as you said, the ability to notice when you've made mistakes and to learn from them and to build on the mistakes so you don't make mistakes in the future. So the moment when you do something just question by question by question alone, simply, then you don't learn from that. And to try to make a system that grows its knowledge and understands how to change and when to change, that's a lot more complex.
Watson went out, with a tie last night, and tonight gained a pretty healthy lead. The computer's probably going to be somewhat confident going into the third night. I'm not quite sure how the humans feel, but what did you think of Watson's performance so far, and what do you expect to see?
Oh, I think I was expecting this. I think anybody in our field who looked at what was happening was expecting this sooner or later, and I take off my hat to IBM to having done this now. They worked very hard for 3-4 years with more than 20 people. It was known that you could do something like this, but that you could do it this quickly and this accurately, that nobody knew. And that's a very great accomplishment. That's something that our field, our technology, brings to society. Not only can you now speak to a computer and it can understand your voice, or you can translate, you can go to Google and other places and put text in and you can get English and German and Spanish and all kinds of languages. Now you can do simple question answering. So there's a series of things coming in the next 2 decades, like automatic summarization of texts, like questions that are answered with much longer answers, much more complex kinds of questions, like explanations that are given for things. All this is coming in the future, step by step, as developments occur.
So is this the path to, Skynet and Terminator 2, or is this the path to the Jetsons where we have a computer that talks to us and helps us clean our homes and makes our lives better?
This is a great question. I think if you're afraid of technology, this is the path to Skynet. But if you look and you say, technology is there to serve us and it makes our world better. It's better to have a motor car than a horse carriage, and it's better to have a computer and run your banking affairs than no computer and doing everything very slowly through humans and so on. It's better to have an ATM machine than having to stand in line. I think this is a big advance for us.